Key events in the historical development of Judaism. Abraham made a covenant with God that he would make Abraham the father of great people, and he would guide and protect the descendants and give them the land of Israel, and in return they must obey and believe in him. Essentially, that was the birth of Judaism. Then they settled in Canaan and were known as the Hebrews. And then Moses freed the Hebrews after they were enslaved for 400 years by the Egyptians. Skip forward a few hundred years and King Solomon came along and built the first Jewish temple. Going forward a few more hundred years, and Cyrus the Great conquers Babylon and frees the Jewish people after they were in captivity for more than 60 years, and then rebuilt the temple. And then in 70 CE, Jerusalem is destroyed again, and the Jewish diaspora began, where Jews are exiled and dispersed throughout all of Europe and the Mediterranean. The impact of the diaspora is the following. Since the temple was destroyed, they needed to find a new way to honor God, and so synagogues were created. The lack of geographical location also made them focus more on the Torah, and that's where rabbis emerged, and they interpreted the scriptures. No central leader really unified Judaism, there was only the Torah, and by the 3rd century, most of the Jewish people were living outside of Israel. They fell under Greek culture in 322 BCE. 2/3 of the Jewish people were killed by the Romans, and they became a minority. The Jewish people once again faced persecution when Kristallnacht marked the beginning of the Holocaust. The Jewish people believed that the covenant was broken during the Holocaust. However, some still believed that God was their protector and provider. As time went on, the Jewish faith was shattered, as many couldn't believe God could do this, and many Jewish people converted religions. Some survivors managed to keep their faith and started rebuilding. However, anti-Semitism still existed in Europe. Marriages didn't follow the previous customs anymore after the Holocaust because they just wanted to reproduce to make up for all of the losses they faced. Because of all of the persecution they faced and the exile from Jerusalem, the concept of Israel became symbolic, along with the concept of the Messiah, which led to Zionism and then the State of Israel in Palestine. The State of Israel was declared in 1948, and many displaced Jews started arriving. There was also an irreversible rupture in Jewish-Christian relations, but today Judaism is considered one of the great religions of the world. The end.